A popularly requested tune back in the day when I uploaded this tune initially was the Nissan GTR. It was between this and the Nismo. I decided to get the GTR first because it's what I already had, and I was kind of skint at the time as to not having that much money in the game. Now obviously we know there's Sardinia and Le Mans and Tokyo Express to an extent, but anyway, I digress. This is a updated non-flip long-term tune for the Nissan GTR 2017. I've got a livery for this which I made for this. It's a like an AMS inspired half-mile drag race livery with the carbon bonnet and the carbon hood or trunk or boot or whatever you want to call it. I believe this is the fastest car without nitrous I have on this custom race. It seems to always be first all the time. I think it's just because it gets off the line good because of the four-wheel drive and then just stays out front, and then everything else, if you're lucky enough to catch its toe, it will keep up. Like in this case, I'm right next to the bot, and obviously my C6 ZR1 is right behind, and then the C7 is not too far behind that. So all four cars closely packed at the front. I think this was before I had the Aventador on its like little test tune. I think I can eke a little few more mile an hour out of that before I post that, but I want to post these updated tunes first. So in this case it will comfortably do 275 to 280 without nitrous, and then with nitrous before it would only do about 295. On this case it would do about 300 by itself with a little room to spare for slipstream. So I haven't tested how fast this can go on slipstream, but I'm guessing about 310 to 320 with slipstream. You'd probably have to bump draft whatever car's at the front, but I'd imagine it could do 320 with that much RPM left. You've got about 1,000 RPM left before you hit red line. So if you need any more, obviously slide 6th gear to the left or bring the final drive down altogether so that every gear will evenly spread out to allow for a bit more speed in that case. So as you can see, slowly creeping up to 302. We'll see what we've installed. Obviously go to the ultimate parts first. You can install your stage 5 weight here, so obviously do that first, and your titanium rods and your carbon prop shaft. With any of these parts, if they're installed, like your bore up, your stroke up, your titanium, your cams, and your weight, if you install these ones first, they will install the lower version as well, so you don't have to buy them twice. Nitrous system installed from here, and your heavy wets from your extreme section. Everything else is obviously optional if you want to. Stroke up, engine balance tuning, polished ports, anti-lag. Annoying that you can only install anti-lag on cars that are already turbocharged, which is annoying. Then obviously you want your racing brake pads, intercooler, silencer, and your clutch and flywheel. I installed the active LSD controller, but I ended up using the diff instead, and the adjustable LSD, the adjustable center diff as well. You installed that as well. Obviously you can flick through all the parts, go back and rewind the video to see what parts I've installed here. I don't think there was the high lift cam on the ultimate parts, so I installed it there. And obviously your body rigidity, and obviously if you want to install ballast, you can install ballast. You can install the power restrictor as well if you want to restrict this for other races, I guess. So going to the car settings, heavy wets at the front, softs at the back for tires, ride height lowest as possible, anti-roll on 7, compression on 35, expansion on 45, natural frequency 2.4 to 2.6, no camber or toe, diff fully locked, center diff on 50-50. I removed the wing so it has locked aero to 60 and 80. So for the transmission, you want to auto set it to 470 kilometers an hour. Go to manual adjustment and put the following gears: 2.835, 1.736, 1.198, 0.849, 0.632, and 0.575 with a final drive of 3.7. I don't think I adjust the final drive in this. But if I did, I would have done it after I adjusted the gears. Then obviously you got your ultra high turbo there as well with your anti-lag set to strong. And obviously you don't need to buy any of the lower turbos once you've bought the ultra high turbo. And obviously all these parts I have installed, a lot of them you don't need. If it doesn't take off weight or increase power or allows you to adjust something, you don't need it as far as I'm concerned. So that would be it for this tune. And obviously all my permanent mods on the right there. That'll be it for this tune. And potentially the end of this series, this little mini update series. So after I've posted this GTR video, you'll be seeing some new tunes. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, make sure you got the notification bell on, and I will catch you in the newest video.